morning. I'm Carlton Sharp, pastor of Faith Christian Center Church, right here in Beaumont, Texas. And we're here on what's happening in our neighborhood. And today, my special guest is Mr. Darrell Antwine. Welcome, Darrell.
How you doing, Pastor?
Wonderful, wonderful. Hey, Darrell, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, my name is Darrell Antwine. I was born and raised right here in Beaumont, Texas. Finished from French High School in 1977. I'm a veteran of the United States Army. I'm a graduate of Lamar State Port Arthur with a degree in chemical dependency, and I'm married to my high school sweetheart with 6 kids.
Wow. Hey, first of all, Darrell, let me thank you for your service in the military.
Sir. Appreciate you.
Hey, man, we wouldn't be here without you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, Darrell, what position are you running for?
Well, basically, I'm running for BISD School Board District 1.
District 1?
Yes, sir, District 1.
So why is this election so critical for our school district?
Well, right now, we're losing our kids because of Harvey. We still got over 1,700 families that's displaced.
Wow.
And so the psyche for a kid, right now we're having problems with kids, and I think we need to try to address the children. For this school board to actually be successful, we have to put the kids first.
Yes.
We have to.
Yes. So what unique skills do you bring to the table that will be, beneficial for the school board?
Well, basically, I'm a deacon at Ebenezer Missionary Baptist Church, and we started a group where we talk to young men. I've been counseling young men on drugs. I've been counseling parents have sent young men to me, counseling them, teaching them how to be young men. We have some great young men. When I was the booster president at Central High School, P.J. Locke, Delwar Whaley, those type of guys,
Yeah.
all of them call me Uncle Darrell, and I love each one of them. And I just want to see the men do better than me and you did coming up.
Yes. So Darrell, what are some of the biggest challenges you see with our school district?
For one, transparency. I think we need to have transparency with the community. I think if we would listen to the community and listen to our teachers, we'll get a little bit far ahead. And right now, I think the transparency with the community is missing, is what I really feel.
Okay, and so how can we fix that?
Well, basically what I would like to do, and I'm only one vote, so
it
takes 4 votes to get something right. But one of the things that I would love to implement in the district is to make sure that if Carlton Sharp brings me a question that he feels, I want to be able to answer that question the next school board member, or at least let the community know where we're at on that. And right now, that's what we don't have. We'll go and we'll tell the district about things that's happening, and they never come back and answer us. And so I want to be able to implement that if I can.
So in other words, you want to follow up with the citizens of our community.
That is correct. That is correct.
With any questions that they may have.
That is correct, because I think if we do that, we'll get more of the community involved, more of the churches involved, and they'll be able to trust. Because of the past, people have lost the trust. And so I'm trying to find a way of mending us all back together.
The tension that happened in the past,
Right.
is a bleed over now.
Well, Pastor, I think that's the problem. We need to let go of the past.
Yeah.
The past is the past. And if we keep, it's like I've always told the kids, whatever you've done in your past, when they made a car, they made the windshield bigger than the rearview mirror. And the reason why is because they want you to keep glancing. They don't want you to look back. We want you to look far ahead. Yes, sir.
Yeah. And so what do you see for our school district in the coming days?
Well, from what I know right now, I know that we're going to probably have a new superintendent in Miss Allen. So I want to be able to work with Miss Allen. I've already had an opportunity to work with Miss Allen. I'm part of what they call advisory committee for the district.
Okay.
And so, I want to make sure that she's successful, but we need to also make sure that we consider the teachers, because without the kids and the teachers, we're lost. And right now, our teachers is the less paying teachers in this state. And so we need to get that up. We need to get more teachers on board. And I think if we get more teachers on board, we won't have as many permanent substitute teachers that we have right now.
That's one of the things that I've been hearing, that our teachers are paid $4,000 less than the state average.
That's correct. I think it's about $5,000 less than the state average. But what I'm finding and talking to some of the teachers is that the fear of saying anything because of retaliation, and we need to remove that type. And because I can tell you one thing, Pastor, about a teacher: when you see a teacher makes the money she makes, which is not enough, and still be here in July and June in her classroom setting it up for her kids, that's a teacher with compassion.
Yeah.
That's a teacher that loves their kids. And so those are the ones we need to look out for, because if we can get those together, then the new ones that's coming in will come on board.
And see, if they're not being retaliated against because of the ideas that they're presenting, because obviously it's something that they know that is happening in their school or in their classroom that needs to be addressed.
Right, that is correct. And I think what we need to do, if we put a principal in the school, let's be fair to that principal and give them at least 2-3 years to turn it around. You know, we've already lost 3 schools to charter schools, and I'm hoping we don't lose no more to charter schools. So what I want to do is, if I do get elected, I would like to see what these charter schools are going to do that we did different. And then if so, then we need to either implement that into our system, or we need to find out why they were so successful and we wasn't. That's the first thing we need to do, is find out, because most likely they're going to be using some of the same teachers that we had.
Right.
You know, and so that's
same
my
teachers,
thing.
same students.
Exactly. So the only thing that can be different, like working at Huntsman, you know, when they change management, the management come in at the same, you know, with a different perspective. And if he's not successful, that means it's the management fault.
Yeah.
It's not the operator's fault, because we're operating. We're going to continue to make the plant roll, you know, so those are some of the things. And I think right now, starting off with if we can get from up under TEA, I think we'll be okay. And there's nothing against the board of managers that are sitting there now. It's just that the community has been crying out for the elected officials. So whether I get elected or not, I'm still going to fight for our kids.
Yeah. Well, now, so what, Darrell, what are you going to do to promote growth and development for our school district?
Well, the first thing I think we need to do to get growth and development is to make sure that we're listening. And if we're listening to our teachers, then we need to get more teachers. Right now, we have on a daily basis almost 107 permanent substitute teachers.
Wow.
Just at United, they have 13 are teaching core classes. Now, from my understanding, that is changing now because the Board of Managers has made some little changes and Human Resources are making changes. But right now, you know, you take 17 at a new school, it ain't looking too good.
Wow.
And so that's the problem. We need to get the stigma off our neighborhoods, because from my understanding of what I'm being told is teachers don't want to go to United. Well, why not? If you love teaching and you love kids, it shouldn't matter what school you're at. But I understand if we having problem with discipline and everything. And so those are things that we have to look up and capture, whoever be sitting on the board. And I'm hoping that we can use people like yourself in this community and the churches to help our kids change that stigma. Yes, sir.
So Darrell, how's the campaign going?
Well, Pastor, I'm gonna be honest with you. So far, so good. And you know, as a Christian, me and my wife, we've come to the realization that, baby, you know, whether we spend this amount of money or that, if God wants you there, He's gonna put you there. And so when I meet people, I just tell them, like I'm saying today, I tell them what I feel, and we're gonna keep going until the last day. We're gonna keep on going to the last day.
Now you're going for Ward 1.
Right. Yeah, I'm going for District 1.
Yeah, District 1.
Right, and that'll be from Brooks Road all the way to 105. Anything on the opposite side of Major. So we're talking about Amelia. We're talking about over there off Tolliver. So you got the precinct 66, 72, 78, 79. What else? 27, 17. So all those precincts is in that one big district.
Wow.
So I'm hoping for the best. You know, I want to make sure that our community get what they feel they need. And once again, if I win, thank you, Jesus. If I don't, I'm going to still speak up.
That's right. I'm going
to still speak up.
So, Darrell, in our closing moments, why don't you talk to the camera and tell the folks why they should vote for Darrell Antwine for District 1 representative for our school board?
Well, once again, as I said, my name is Darrell Antwine. I'm running for BISD School Board District 1. I just feel that I'm a communicator, especially with the young kids. I think God has blessed me to a point to be able to talk to them. I went to the degree to get the counseling so I can help kids. I've also been the booster president for Central when the incident in the past happened, and we made a lot of stride. I didn't agree with the merge, but hey, once it was voted on, I felt God ordained it. So now we need to make a change. We need to bring our district together with our community. And I feel that if we're transparent with our community, that will happen.
Well, listen, I want to thank Darrell for coming today, and I want to thank you for joining us on what's happening in our neighborhood. And we will see you next time on our broadcast.
Thank you, Pastor.